What's up, everybody? Tyler Berger here with BassFishingHQ with another tournament video. This one is the James River in Richmond, Virginia. This is the third tournament of the year of the Bass Eastern Open division. Again, the goal in the Opens is to qualify for the Elite Series. I'm sitting in 5th going into this tournament, and you have to be in the top 5 to qualify. So this tournament means a lot to me. I can't bomb. That's the main goal. If you bomb in one of these tournaments, you're pretty much out of it for the end of the year. So with 200 guys, you know, if you finish 150th, you know, 160th, you're done for the year. You're done for the season. You just can't make up those points. The 2 days prior to the tournament, my boat actually broke down, which is not good. Luckily, the service guys actually found a coil that was bad on my motor, so they got that fixed really quick. Unfortunately, though, when they were fixing that motor, they realized how bad my steering was, which I don't know if you can see that part that I'm pointing to, like right there. That cylinder in the front was really sloppy, and the bad thing about if that fails is you can get ejected from the boat. So didn't want that to happen in this tournament, so I decided to try and get it fixed. Unfortunately, it's not a Mercury part, so those guys couldn't help me with it, but I was able to find a local dealer down there, Richmond Marine Center. Awesome guys, awesome people down there. Luckily, they could get the part overnighted, and they did, and they fixed me up, which was great for the tournament. Bad news was I lost 2 days of practice, and they were, to me, the most important days, the last 2 days before the tournament. So that kind of sucked, not gonna lie. But anyways, day one, here we go.
Gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Do what?
They gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, watch out. Sorry.
I heard that one.
Uh-huh.
How did I do it to you today, man? Yeah.
Very big. Just barely touches. Let's see if he grows up and gets big.
That's a real one. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, I had two of them come in. I mean, I told you, two of those ones that just poop poop, you know. I fished at Douglas last year, or was that last year? Yeah, last year. And the first day, yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Bring up that little tiny sucker. Don't you do it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
Taking a day off that one lane.
So that was day one. Honestly, it was a very stressful day. I didn't seem to make any of the right moves up front. It just seemed like everything that I was doing was wrong. And a couple of factors that I couldn't control that day is the tide actually didn't go out the way that it was supposed to. It was actually supposed to go out later, but a northeast wind that we had, or take that back, a northwest wind that we had that day kept the tide in. And for those of you who haven't fished tidal rivers or tidal systems before, the last couple of hours of that low tide are the best. They are the best. That is when you catch a lot of fish, because what happens is you have this flooded area during high tide, and during low tide, all those fish are now confined to a smaller area. So it's easier to catch them. You know, the low tide never really got there because the tide was held back because of the wind. So I knew that it was going to affect everybody. So I really, in my mind, I still thought, hey, I need to catch them. Like, people are always catching. It does not matter conditions. Someone is always going to catch them. So, you know, at 12:45 that day, I had to leave my area at 1:30 to make it back. So I had about 45 minutes to fish, and I had 2 for sure keepers in the boat, and 1 that was like, it was touching 12 inches. Like, and I've seen a lot of times where fish that are touching 12 inches end up shrinking a little in the live well. And so in my mind, I had 2 keepers. I needed to catch 3, and I'd caught 2 keepers in like 5 hours, and now I had 45 minutes to catch 3. So, but anyways, I was really thankful. I pulled up into that little area, and the big thing that happened is I made a bait adjustment. I went from going to a kind of your standard flipping presentation with a 3/8 ounce weight and a beaver, and I downsized it to a 1/4 ounce weight and a small crawl, a chigger crawl, and that was basically what made the difference. I knew with conditions being tough that I needed to make a change. I made that change, and then obviously I pulled up to a magic tree, and everything fell into place where I was at least able to weigh in 9 pounds the first day, 9 pounds even. Had me in like 80 something place, 88th, 87th, somewhere around there. So I was happy at that point just to get a limit in the boat. But really, again, I can't bomb any of these tournaments. So I knew the next day I needed to make up ground. I needed to, you know, my mind said that, you know, if I could catch 14, 15 pounds, I was going to shoot way up the board, which was my goal, was, you know, 9 to 15. I thought if I could catch 12 pounds, I would be in check range, which I would have been. But anyways, let's go on to day 2.
Gosh dang it. I think it came off. Well, hold on. Oh, come on, dude. Come on. I knew I was going to get bit there. Come off there. Man, my landing percentage is not great today. Caught 2, lost 3. Which means I need about 12 bites to acquire a limit today. Where's the big ones? Man, what the heck do I got? Here's a good one.
Got one.
Yep. Oh yeah.
On your way?
You're good.
That was good. What is it?
That worm.
Where are you at? Next curve, it'll be something.
Huh?
You can get to that next curve.
Dude.
I didn't mean that far left.
Huh?
I didn't mean that far left. That'll help you, won't it?
Yeah, it will. Whole bunch. Like, I can get them to stop bleeding. He's bleeding all over the place.
So day 2, you know, it's not that it didn't go as planned, I guess you could say. Like, I caught a couple of fish early, which helped settle my nerves, but man, I lost 3 fish in the first 2 hours. And you just can't do that in these tournaments. You know, I lost one on a wacky rig, one flipping a tree, and one on a dock. And you know, I saw the one in the tree, and it wasn't that big, maybe only 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. And then the other 2 though I never saw, and they both of course felt big. You know, and at the James River you need to have that bite that separates you, that kicker bite. And so was one of those that? I don't know. I can't tell you. I'm not going to sit here and say it was a 7-pounder, because I don't really know. But but it could have been. And so, you know, I was able to catch a limit in the Chickahominy River that, you know, I totally switched up my game plan from the first day and went into the Chick. And I was like, man, if I can catch one of those 6-pounders and then go catch, you know, 8 or 9 pounds in my other fish, then I'm gonna have an awesome day. Cool, that's the goal. Never got that big bite. You know, I weighed in like a 2.8 something pounder, which was my big bite that day. You know, but I did make up a little ground. You know, I finished 77th in that event. So I didn't completely shoot myself in the foot. Right now in points, I'm tied for 11th going into the final tournament on Lake Oneida. So Lake Oneida is a lake that I love. I have also fished 3 tournaments there. The last 2 I've gotten 10th place and 18th place. So Oneida just sets up well for me. I feel like it does. It's smallmouth fishery for the most part. You will have to weigh in largemouth, I feel like, to win. Not necessarily, but I feel like in this tournament, the way for me to win is probably to weigh in a couple of largemouth. So looking forward to that event. I have one goal with that tournament, and that's to win. If I win that tournament, then I have done everything that I can to bring myself up into the top 5 in points to qualify for the elites. If it happens, then it happens, you know, and if not, then I literally, there's nothing else I could have done. So obviously I would have liked to finish better at the James, but now the Oneida is my concentration, and we're gonna go and we're gonna win that event, and it's gonna be a good time. So I'll be posting a video hopefully of that, you know, 2nd or 3rd week of September, but stay tuned. I really want to grow this channel. So if you guys would please just tag one of your buddies. You know, you don't necessarily, I would love for you to like and comment on this video, but you know, just help spread the word of this YouTube channel if you would. That would be awesome. So thank you guys. Have a good one. I'll talk to you. I'll see you in the next one.